What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Phil Nagy. It is Kit Nagy. It is Nagy on Sports, and it's time for week number 13, Monday Night Football. Browns at the Mile High Stadium to take on the Denver Broncos. Kit, how are we doing tonight?
Doing well and excited for this one. Got a little revenge on our minds here, I do believe, after last year, and certainly an opportunity that the Browns, with Jerry Jeudy coming back to Denver here, and he's now the number one target. Certainly an opportunity for him to kind of show his stuff against his old team, and show that he was misused there. So we'll see what happens, but certainly an opportunity for the Browns to build on a little success coming out of the Snow Bowl against the Steelers.
Absolutely. Sean Payton there roaming the sidelines. Bo Nix, one of the first-round quarterbacks, of course, taken this year. Started slow, but has really progressed nicely there. Sneakily 7-5, which is pretty wild to think about. Browns at 3-8, pretty much just going to be playing spoiler for the rest of the season. So let's see how it's going. Good to see you, Bang with Smoke. Good evening to you as well. All right, this one kicked off left to right on your radio dial. And the Browns will get down there quickly. A few players are questionable. Nobody has been ruled out just yet. Even Jed and Tillman, who's not back from his concussion, Stefanski said could play. So per our protocol, anybody that's questionable will be in there as of right now. Actually, I think maybe Wills might still be second string, but that's a different story for a different day.
Yep.
All right. And also Thornhill, I think, trending towards not. So you're going to see a little bit more Ronnie Hickman in this one, although Thornhill's still technically in the 2 deep. All right, Nix, first play of the game. He's going to roll right. We know he's got that feature, and he'll just throw it into the tunnel. Getting chased by Myles Garrett could make you do that.
Yeah, absolutely. That pressure is real when it comes to Myles. We saw him lighting up the backfield against the Steelers. Certainly hope to see some more of that here.
Indeed we do. Trips to the right side. Here's Bo Nix, the rookie quarterback. He'll fire over the middle and complete near a first down. That's his receiver, Cortland Sutton. Greg Newsome was right with him. It sets up a 3rd and 1 on this opening drive for the Broncos. They bring in their fullback, Michael Burton. Play action. Okoronkwo gets picked up by the blitzer. Now here comes Myles, and he'll make him throw it, and that should be grounding 10 times out of 10, but in Madden it's just a very, very, very short incompletion.
Very short incompletion, but a 4th down and a punt coming, and an important rush there for Myles Garrett, even if he didn't get the sack.
Yep, affecting the play twice on that drive. 3 and out for the Browns. Here comes Jalen Darden, and he'll be hit once and then taken down at the 30-yard line. Jameis Winston back out onto the football field. Do appreciate everybody being on. Again, Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports. Thanks so much to all 1,132 of our subscribers. You guys are the best. Also, make sure you hit that like button as well as it continues to grow the channel audience. Oh, yeah, I do have a feedy in there still, left tackle. Nick Chubb on the left hip of Winston. Always good to see him. He had a very nice game, of course, against the Steelers. He'll start off with a nice run. 40, 45. Chubb, stiff arm. Vintage Chubb for 22 across the midfield stripe.
Yeah, vintage Chubb indeed. Absolutely saw him working on the hole there. Really nicely read here. You're going to see him read that block right in front of him and then make a nice little cut. And then after that, just a stiff arm to finish. It was beautiful.
That man had a family, Nick. Like P.J. Locke, the safety, on the receiving end of that one. Big first down run. Hey, Dwayne, welcome in. Go Browns. Little ace formation here. They're going to motion, and they're going to give it on the jet sweep. It's going to be more to the right side. Decent block over there by Tillman. Picks up 9. We've seen that thing go the opposite way in real life. Nice to see some positive yards on the jet sweep to Elijah Moore.
Yeah, caught him napping on the contain out on the quick side there. Able to get some yardage.
Stretch it right, gets the first down easily as Chubb, and then he'll be ballyhooed back by Malcolm Roach, the former Saints defensive tackle. And that's what he did last week in the simulated win over Pittsburgh. Remember, we had to force win that win for the Browns. 11 personnel. Winston climbs under Ethan Posick. Turn around. Give it to Chubb. He'll try the left, and too many orange jerseys there, led by Jonathan Cooper. Go Bucks. Cooper turning into a very, very nice player here. 3-4 pass rusher in Denver. 2nd and 9 now. Winston to throw for the first time. He'll throw late, and it's knocked away. Dangerously done And that defender got his hand on it pretty quickly. And lucky to get that one back. As, well, those are their ages. I can't tell you what number it is. Here's Tillman. Can he get the first down? No, he will be inches shy on that one. Jaquan McMillan is 29. Man, the roster's all screwed up. They put their numbers in weird places. 4th and inches. They're going to go. How about this?
I love seeing this. This is a very Stefanski thing to do right here.
Don't love it out of the shotgun, but we'll see what happens. Chubb, first down, Browns. He didn't get a ton, and there's P.J. Locke, whom he still stiff-armed earlier in the drive. First down, Browns. Good opening drive here, and the clash of the various shades of orange, and it's almost picked off, and you never want to go full Jameis. And he almost gave it away to Justin Strad that time, the linebacker.
Yeah, he sure did. And the second opportunity for this Denver's defense not capitalized on. 2 interceptions they've dropped.
This one looks like they were maybe setting up a screen pass, and it actually hit the back of Batonio's helmet. 3rd and long coming up. Jameis pointing out the defenders now. He's back to pass. Good protection. He'll go over the middle. They got a drag route, and they're going to get themselves the first down. David Njoku. Hey, Jim, welcome in.
Yeah, it's a beauty. Absolutely love seeing that. 85 getting open over the middle here. You're going to see him with a nice cut, beautifully thrown, position ball that time, and able to get a nice first down on the 3rd and long.
Yes, Jim, you're right. Great to have Kit back on the mic with us tonight.
Yeah, good to be back. Thanks, Jim.
Pressure coming. He'll drag across the middle again. Late throw to Moore. Pick up a couple, 2nd and goal. Jim popped on the chat last week for the first time. He says he's been listening watching The Sims for years, but popped on the chat for the first time last week.
Cool. Good to have you on the chat.
They tried the jet sweep again, and this time does not work. Nick Bonito, the former Oklahoma Sooner outside linebacker, getting home with the tackle there. Now it's a 3rd and goal. Winston, wobbly one to the right. Chubb, he's into the end zone. How did he keep his balance? Wow.
Yeah, wow, indeed. Beautiful little execution there. Somehow gets it to Chubb. And a bit of a, kind of uncertain pass there. Almost ended up in the back of his lineman, but instead Chubb able to come up with a nice catch. Keeps his balance to the pylon. And beautiful touchdown there for the Browns to take the lead early in this one.
Again, that's the beauty and the curse of that gunslinger mentality. He's going to keep his eyes downfield until he absolutely cannot. And delivered kind of a sloppy pass there, but Chubb able to keep his eyes back to his quarterback. Straddle that sideline. 7-0 Browns on the road. Great start with a 3-and-out on defense and a nice long touchdown drive on offense. How about Hopkins getting in on the tackle of Marvin Mims?
Yeah, he has to get down there pretty quick to do that. That was impressive.
Apparently Bo Nix is leading the NFL in passing with all of the simulated victories we have been giving them to make them 7-5. So there you go. Turn around, hand it off. First one of the day, and it's Javonte Williams, and Obo Okoronkwo is there to meet him for a TFL.
Yeah, credit Okoronkwo there, kind of shedding a block to make that tackle nicely, scraping off of it to get the hand in and stop the runner.
Up the middle this time, Miles will kind of drag him down. He'll pick up 3, and now it's a 3rd and long for the Broncos.
Yeah, no doubt. We do have that unfortunate history here with these Denver Broncos, so none of that. I agree, Jim.
Those kinds of plays, catastrophic things, only happen in playoff games. With a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
Right, or the AFC Championship, yeah, either or.
4:57, and the Broncos are going to have to punt again.
That's exactly what happened when we were against the Chiefs, even with Rashad Higgins.
Yes,
the Dirty Dan.
Yes, I don't even know if that one has a name yet. The Dirty Dan.
The Dirty Dan Sorensen.
Yeah. All right. Riley Dixon punts that down. Browns take over again. Here's drive number 2. First one was successful.
I would say. I was going to say, sorry about that. I would say outside of pass interference, probably the worst rule in the NFL game to date.
Yes, again, spirit of the law, letter of the law. I think that was designed so that you couldn't just fumble the ball forward 15 yards to your teammate waiting in the end zone.
Right.
So I understand, but it's like, come on, people. Like, let's use our brains here. Sack now there by Nick Benito. Hey, Filligren, welcome in. Go Browns.
Hey, Pellegrin.
3rd and 12 coming. They're going to empty it up for Winston now. 5 wide. Posick going to snap it back. Broncos rush all 4. Back to pass. Pressure getting around a Feedy. And threw it at the feet of Nick Chubb. He would have had to do some work.
Yeah. And 2 defenders standing right there, too. That would have been difficult. He really needed to go to the next level if he was going to have a chance at that. But kind of the... lived to find another down there with the punt, just because it was a potentially dangerous downfield. Looked like the outlet wasn't going to work. Probably not going to get the first down. So just playing for 4th at that point.
Bo Nix and company back out onto the football. 3:03:24 here on this first quarter clock. Again, we appreciate everybody joining us here. Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy. Nagy on Sports, only place on YouTube where you can get these simulated football games. And Myles Garrett with a suplex. Sack number 1. Wow.
Oh, that man is a physical specimen. And
yes, he is.
Shows it there with an incredible tackle of Bo Nix. Wow. And what's crazy about it is that's not even...
I know. That's
not even unrealistic for
I
him.
know. That was insane. It got me off of my hot read there. Holy smokes, loss of 8 there for Myles Garrett. Anyway, only place on YouTube that we know of and have found where you can find these simulated sporting events with live original commentaries. We appreciate you joining us. And again, make sure you hit that like button to help continue to grow our audience. 3rd and 18. Doing all of the Browns games for better or for worse, as we are 95% Browns fans on the channel. Now Nix will take off. He's got some room to run, and he slides back down at the original line of scrimmage. He does have good legs. Remember, he started for, I think it was 4 years at Auburn and then transferred to Oregon for his final season of eligibility. But he started as a true freshman, and basically as a freshman quarterback at Auburn, he would just run a lot because they were not particularly good and he was not super good at throwing the ball. But turned himself into a pretty darn good player. Oregon's pretty good finishing school for a quarterback, as we're seeing now with Dylan Gabriel as well.
Oh, yeah, Jim. Definitely ready for that tomorrow. Excited to see. Hopefully it go the other way. Been in need of that for a little while now.
Yes, here comes Chubb. He'll try the right. Ooh! Forearm shivered to the middle linebacker. It's only going to be 3 yards, but my, oh my, Chubb has started this game physically. Winston, left side. Got it right at the sticks. It's Tillman. Hope he can get back. That concussion has lingered for almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, and he's such an important piece of what this offense wants to do. Certainly love what you're seeing from your receivers all getting in the mix, especially Jerry Jeudy really coming unlocked here in this offense, which has been great, but Tillman's important.
Chief will pick up 8. Yeah, hopefully it goes the way of our sim, which was a Buckeye victory, 30-20. And that sim's done pretty well. A lot of people have been watching that one. A lot of fun. Over 500 views on that sim at present. End of the quarter. 7-0 good guys. Slip it around and run it back here at Nagy on Sports. Monday night. From Mile High. How about back-to-back primetime games, if you will, from Thursday night to Sunday night? How about that for a mini bye? Or Saturday night. I mean, Monday night. Holy smokes.
That's right. The Thursday to Monday night stretch here. Little mini bye action, and certainly gives you something to look forward to, too. Back-to-back prime times for sure. Fun here for the Browns.
Here comes Chubb. Can he get the corner? He can. 45, 30, 25 rather. They're going the other direction, Phil. But a big gainer for Chubb again. First down to the 22. Hey, Kevin, welcome in. Go Browns.
Yeah, now 8 for 61 for Nick Chubb. He is doing very well in this game. Nice second large break for chunk yardage there from Nick Chubb. And certainly a good day for him. Keep riding that pony. You got to keep that one going. You want to open up the rest of your offense. Keep the run game going strong.
Nice blocking there by Akins, too, to help set that edge for him. Right side throw, little dig route. Again, Tillman strong on those. They run a lot of slants with Tillman, a lot of digs. Again, use that 6'3" frame to your advantage.
Jim, I agree with you. I tend to agree that Tillman absolutely has the chops to be a #1 receiver for the Browns. We got to develop him. He's got to get to that level. He's not there yet, but I do think he has the raw materials there to become that #1. And if you develop him the right way, he could be special.
3rd and 1 here. Winston. Dump it over the middle. Got the Chief. Nice little check down for a first down. It's 1st down and goal now at the 7-yard line. Yeah, somebody else said, I'm not going to take credit for it, but with his measurables, his height and his weight, people are saying he sort of has the body type to be like the next Andre Johnson, which I thought was a pretty good comp for him, of course, from University of Miami and played with Houston for a long time and other places. So kind of that big-bodied physical specimen who can just make life difficult for pretty much everybody.
Yeah. Will be good to see.
Yes, Kevin Judy could be as well. We're starting to see him kind of come into his own as numero uno right now. And again, they took that chance on him, if you will. They gave him that 3-year extension, which again, in probably a year or two, is going to look like a steal for a #1 receiver.
Well, part of it has just been the chemistry between Winston and Judy. They really have seemed to got it going, and they've got, they're in each other's minds in terms of where to be when, and that's working well. And especially on those scramble drill, that's where they seem to have the most success. Those scramble drill, Winston working up to the line of scrimmage, finding Judy, breaking behind the defenders, and then just lofting it just over. And we've had several of those of late that have worked beautifully for the Browns.
Oh, no, I don't know what to do now, but we're going to throw situational coach mode, and it's incomplete. Had him. Justin Strad got in there. I don't even know how to change the camera. I'm so embarrassed as a PC gamer. I have no idea how to do anything. But I knew I wanted to go for it there. How about Cortland Sutton, #2 in receptions, behind Jaden Reed in our sim season. And now we will get back out of this one. But 1st and 97, and that's why Stefanski likes to go for it in those situations. 8:04 on this first half clock. Motion coming. That's actually the fullback, Burton. And they have a defensive line. Oh, no, a tight end. I was like, a defensive lineman? It's 82, not 92. Williams will pick up 6 to give him a little bit of breathing room here.
Yeah, which saw that what I found interesting there, the fullback coming in motion, that was Ward. That was showing man coverage coming across with him
on that tight end. Interesting.
Seems like like an unlikely pairing for a matchup in a man in that position, to have Ward be the guy assigned to either a tight end or a fullback in motion in a man.
Dragging tight end Adam Troutman from the University of Dayton. And he's got himself a 1st down. So they dig themselves out of the 1st and 97 hole. New set of downs for Bo Nix and company here. Under 6.5 to go. Delayed handoff to Williams, and they're waiting for him. Dalvin Tomlinson, who had a career-high 10 pressures in that Steelers game. And he was a monster. 2nd and 13 there.
Yeah, Jim, I'd say more. We've seen flashes from Moore. He's had some really good stuff. He's just not as consistent, I don't think, in our offense as you really want him to be quite yet. But it doesn't mean he can't get there, because when you see him at his peak, he's been really quite good. I mean, we just want to see a little more consistency in that, I think.
3rd and 12, they're playing man, so a big run of about 25 for Bo Nix. And when you catch them in man and they're all turning away from you, it's a good time to scramble, and Miles just couldn't quite catch up. Look at everybody on the other side of the field there. Wow, good camera work. He scrambles back to the 35. First and 10, Bo Nix. Back to pass. He'll dump it short over the middle. Knocked away. Nice play by Devin Bush. And that tight end came out of the tight end's hands. That's Kroll, the tight end, I believe. Again, they don't do their numbers. Yes, Lucas Kroll, 2nd year out of Pittsburgh. Here's Kroll again, and he's got a 1st down. Breaks 1 tackle. That was Hickman who kind of whiffed on him. Now they're at the midfield stripe and a new set of downs for the Broncos. But this has been their best drive, and again, started at their own 3. What's up, Earl? Welcome in. Go Browns. Yeah, well, Thrash sounds like might be the next man up. If Tillman can't go, knocked away by Ward against Cortland Sutton. But it sounds like James Thrash might be the way, or maybe Kadarius Toney gets a few more snaps at receiver and not just whatever it was he did in that game a couple weeks ago. There's this tight end screen to Troutman. Hickman and Delpit will save the first down, makes it 3rd and 1. I formation in. And they'll turn around. They'll try to stretch it to the right side to Williams, and he got it just barely. Hickman threw himself into that pile. 33 tackles, 33. But the first down is achieved for Javonte Williams. Remember, one of the two-headed monsters down at North Carolina when they had both Williams and Michael Carter at running back. Here he is again, Williams. The middle is not open today. Wow, Maurice Hurst that time in there with Tomlinson. Another big stop in the run game.
Yeah, Browns needing some stops here on this drive. Remember, this drive stopped, started way back at the 2-yard line, 3-yard line, something like that. Yep. So Denver's had some success here. Good to see a stop from the defense. They needed some success on this one.
Over the middle on a short gain, 3rd and 5 here. Neither team going to call a timeout. Interesting strategy. So this clock will run all the way down. 134, 133 and counting. Now Nix back to pass. Bo Nix, drag route again. He's got some space, and he's got just enough for the first down. And that's Humphrey, I believe. Yes, little Jordan Humphrey on the catch and the first down run. Oh, excuse me, that's Troy Franklin, another rookie out of Oregon with Bo Nix. And there's a throw and a catch and a big run after the catch. That's Marvin Mims, second-year player out of Oklahoma. So driving right on down. So there you go. Start at the 3, and they've had a very nice drive. Browns need to try to stiffen up here in the red zone.
Well, spaces get tighter here as it gets compressed. Less room to work with in depth, but at the same time, they've had a lot of success on this drive. They need to find a way here for the defense.
Outside of the back of the end zone, he got the toes down. That was the running back, Williams. What a catch. Javonte Williams, looked like Delpit was out there. Now they were kind of running a little bit of a zone, and they found a little corner in the zone, and that's a really nice look at 2 toes being dragged in. Touchdown, Broncos.
Wow. I would kind of want another look at that. I was wondering if maybe the toes came up before he actually had full possession, but we didn't get a good look at it.
We did not. Madden says no soup for you. They're going to call it a 99-yard drive, 16 plays. Took 7 minutes to do it. Credit the Broncos for doing that, and frankly, the Browns letting them off the hook there on that one.
Yes, for sure.
Here is Kadarius Toney. He'll try the left, and he'll run right into the pile, and he'll fight his way to the 29-yard line. Does Kadarius Toney. It's Chubb's simulated season. Of course, we didn't sit him for the requisite amount of games, so he doesn't have nearly that many touches or yards or touchdowns, but we'll allow it. Back to pass, Winston now. Jameis will shuffle, will fire left. Got it! Oh, he had a step and just got out of bounds, which is okay with 3 timeouts, but he had some more field if he could have stayed in. 2nd and 2 now. They have all 3 of their timeouts. Hopkins probably good from 55 for sure. Here's a beautiful throw to the Chief, and he'll knife his way down the seam right between the hashes for a first down. Winston again. Quick little throw outside of the right. Moore, can he get out of bounds? He can. Pat Surtain the second over there in coverage. Maybe the best corner in the NFL right now.
Good clock management here from the Browns, taking the timeout when they needed to, using the sidelines when they didn't have to, and making this work.
Left side throw, and it's caught by Judy, his first of the day, and they'll call their second timeout now. They are very much in Hopkins' range. Winston shuffling, and pressure. Oh, you don't want to take a sack. And very quickly they'll call their last timeout, and now I feel really uncomfortable.
Right. You either need to be running this play for a touchdown now or get out of bounds, but at the same time, you almost feel like you should have
taken wide open, Judy! Or do that!
Do that!
Touchdown!
I don't know how he was uncovered in the end zone, but it works out beautifully here. You just see him just with the zone beater. They just split the safety between the two. He couldn't decide which route to take. Judy popping wide open, and Winston puts it right on him. Yikes, they took a very bad situation from that sack. Almost felt like you should have kicked it and turned it into a touchdown. I'll take it.
Indeed, we're going to get a penalty here. Roughing the kicker to boot. Levi Wallace. Looks like the Browns will take the PAT and kick from the 50 here. Yes, they will kick from the 50. The two lines don't get any closer, though. This one's going to go well into the... Oh, he almost got it out of the stadium. Out of the field of play.
Certainly glad to be back. It's been a hot minute on these videos. I haven't had a lot of opportunities just because it's been pretty busy for me. But very glad to be on this one, Jim, and thanks for that.
High formation here with 18 seconds. And it looks like they're just content to let this one run out, which is what they do. Mahmoud Diabate makes the tackle. 14-7. What a dramatic last couple of minutes of the quarter with a long Denver touchdown, 99-yard drive, in fact. And then the Browns go right back down and score with about 8 seconds left. 14-7 is the result.
Very well executed by the Browns, actually.
Rare.
Great to look at their 2 minutes offense, they really used the sidelines well and capitalized on their timeouts, and in spite of the sack, still managed to come away with the touchdown.
Za'Darius Toney up to the 26-yard line. Yes. Thank you, and yes. Usually they're giving me crap. They'll be like, why can't he just get on? He's probably in an airplane somewhere. I was like, well, they usually discourage the pilots from not concentrating on the flying part. Like, oh, I'm just going to watch this video game on my phone here. Don't worry about me. I'm sure the FAA would say a couple things about that.
Yeah, a thing or two to say about that one. Pretty sure that wouldn't fly, if you will.
Here's Chubb for 8 to start half number 2. 14-7 here. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports. Go Browns. It is our official 2024 Browns sim, although not nearly how we wanted it to turn out, especially because we have to match reality. And so a lot of the Browns have been nerfed, as you might imagine, with all of the losing.
Right.
And in fact, if I'm not careful, Virgil Stefanski's just going to get fired because he guaranteed that we would make the playoffs before the season started. No, that's fine. I control all as the commissioner. I would do the firing, but just kind of funny the way that our expectations have shifted.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Another nice run for Chubb.
Well, certainly would like to wish everyone here at Nagy Nation a very happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
A little bit belated, obviously, but also happy Black Friday for those of you who took advantage. Myself, in fact, went out and got myself a washer and dryer for the new place.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, so certainly enjoy the holidays. This is certainly a blessing to be with all of you. So certainly enjoy having you all here.
Yeah. Another stiff arm for Chubb. Another broken tackle, and he's out of bounds at the 36, but he is heating up, as the NBA Jam video game would have said.
Yeah, Nick Chubb looking like vintage Nick Chubb, just the way you want to see it. I love having that happen.
And he's been nerfed too. I think he's down to a 93. Miles about the only one who hadn't been nerfed in the game.
Yeah, but Miles.
And Corey Bojorquez.
Oh, right. Well, Bojorquez has been the star of the team. I mean, he's been the best player.
Unfortunately. Quick little throw over the middle. Judy near a first down. He'll stretch for it. He'll be just shy. 3rd and inches. A little bunch to that left side of the formation. Chubb the single back. Winston under center. Jameis. 5-step drop. Firing left side angle route into traffic. Good coverage that time. It's actually Jonathan Cooper, the linebacker, who took Elijah Moore all the way out on that flag route and knocked it away. And they're going to go for it on 4th and inches. I didn't do this. This is him.
Yeah, this is the way it should be, though.
Give it to Chubb. Or 3-step drop and throw a quick out route to the Chief. And he's got, Jordan Akins. And he's got it for a first down. Woo! Not by much.
Not by much.
All right, those two tight ends are to the right side of this formation now. They'll stretch it that way with Chubb. Can he get the corner again? 20. Stiff arm another one. First down, 15 to the 10-yard line. They'll say the 9. He's got 113, and we are on the first drive of the second half. Oh, such a beautiful sight.
Yeah, it sure was.
Winston, Chubb, why not? Up the middle. Big collision with Zach Allen, DJ Jones there in the middle, and he'll pick up a couple, 2nd and 8. Getting a little bit louder here at Mile High, or Invesco Mile High, whatever it is called now. Something, I'm sure it's got some different name now. Third and goal from the 5. Browns have struggled in the red zone. Their touchdowns have been from further away. Winston, now he'll roll left. Now he'll take off, and he'll into the end zone. Shades of the Steelers. Jameis Winston dives into the end zone, and the Browns have scored 21 points.
Shades of the Steelers, indeed. That's a beautiful thing to see right there. That was a lot of fun. And Winston getting it done with his legs. Certainly an advantage for an offense when you got a guy that can do some damage with the legs. He adds that extra element because now you got to account for him.
Yep, so absolutely. 13 plays, 73 yards, 6:29 on the clock, even though we've gone all black. They've gone to plaid. All right, well, 21-7. We'll see what the rookie Bo Nix can do here in a comeback situation. Again, according to the Sim statistics, he has the most passing yards in the NFL. Oh, yeah, I just actually on that last third down heard it, like similar to the Panther noise in the stadium, sort of like a weird horse whinnying. I'll wait till I hear it again, and I'll try to recreate it for you, Jim. But it won't nearly be as good as my row version of the cat noise.
Right.
We're here in Carolina and, of course, in the Penn State, which James, our resident Panther fan, says that Penn State stole it from Carolina. Left side run, Williams, and he's got a big gainer, his first real big gainer of the day. And first down and into Browns territory. Broncos responding nicely to a touchdown.
I'm willing to bet that Penn State had it first, only for the fact that Panthers being the expansion, and the Penn State had been doing that for.
Well, but Penn State's also old and steeped in history and tradition, and if they didn't think to do it, or like, oh, that would be crass, and then all of a sudden the hot new pro team was doing it, and they maybe they were like, hey, we should do that too.
I seem to remember them doing that for as long as I can remember watching Penn State play. So I do believe that was before having the Panthers in the NFL.
Could be. Hey, welcome in, Legacy. Go Denver indeed for you. Most of the rest of us are Browns fans. That's all right. Here's Nix. He'll take off 30, 25. Bo Nix to the 20, 15, and the rookie's got a first down to the 11-yard line. And that's where Mahmoud Diabate will make the tackle.
Well, I will say this should be a beautiful uniform game. Of course, we can't get it quite right here in Madden. This is what the Browns are going to wear with the white over orange that you see. We have that correct. However, the uniforms for the Broncos are their recently unveiled navy with white helmets. This should be a pretty game.
Nice. Oof. Try a little jet sweep there to Troy Franklin, and he'll get bounced around a little bit. The rookie out of Oregon, coming to play with his high school, his college teammate, Bo Nix, 2nd and 11.
I was going to say they'd call it Midnight Navy.
Midnight Navy, there you go.
Yeah, Midnight Navy with all white helmets.
Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't let you do that. It doesn't let you change the opposing. If you're in like exhibition mode, or if you're just a single player, you can change your opponent. But when you control multiple, it doesn't like that for whatever reason.
Yeah.
They'll set up screen to the right side. Williams to the 10, to the 5. Denzel comes and sticks him at the 5-yard line. And let's see what Sean Payton wants to do on a 4th and 3. And he's going to send in Will Lutz. Former Saint kicker, of course, spent some time with Sean Payton in New Orleans. And his kick is up, and his kick is good. So 21-10 now, Cleveland. Just a minute and 50 seconds left in quarter number 3. The Browns looking to put a chokehold on the Broncos here on this drive. Darden will get thrown back to the 27. Chubb has had a glorious day. Actually, it went over 1,000 yards on the season on that drive again. Remember that he never sat at the beginning of the sim season because I completely restarted after the trade deadline for all of the rosters to be accurate and then force wind all of the outcomes for the previous 9 weeks, which then gave him stimulated statistics. Also, Jameis Winston got credit for starting all of those games, for better or worse in this case. 2nd and 9 for Jameis. He'll throw a drag across the middle to the Chief. Chief's got a first down. Stiff arm to the 40. Broken tackle again to the 45. And we've seen that yak from the Chief. Not as much this year as last year, but that's part of his game.
Yeah, it certainly is. And some impressive contact balance there from Chief. Able to shrug off a few would-be tacklers to get extra yardage.
21-10 here. Winston with a new set of downs. He'll go to the Chief again. Another first down inside Bronco territory. And that puts Winston over 200 yards passing here. Could be the last play of the third quarter. If he wants to snap it, he can. He certainly does not have to. 4-3-2. And he will not snap it. We'll flip it around. Throw 15 back on the clock. And Browns with a chance to win 2 games in a row. Oh, that sack was so nasty. Oh, God.
Yeah, it was.
It's like pile driver.
Well, unfortunately, even though he didn't even land on the body on that one, you'd hate to think that's probably going to be a roughing the passer call, which is so bogus.
Blitz coming. Winston feels it. Throws to the middle again. 3 throws in a row to David Njoku, all of which have ended in a first down. We'll go 5 wide, but look at Nick Chubb lined up in a wing on the right side. Back to pass. He'll stay in. Now they'll run a little screen to the right, and it's blown up because Madden is still broken. The old screen sack. I guess I could start starting from the other team, I guess.
Yeah, tried a little delay release there from Nick Chubb out of that winger spot that you saw, but again, just allowing the defenders to mob the quarterback too quickly is, I mean, you do want to let them go. That is intentional, but you don't let them go instantly.
For you college football fans on the channel, Georgia Tech is up 14 on Georgia with 9 minutes left to go in that game.
Wow.
Yeah, Georgia
really had a rough season this year.
It's not been great for the SEC. I'm not sure there are any great teams down there anymore, and they're just kind of living on brand name alone. But I watched that Alabama game last week. They were terrible against Oklahoma. It was terrible.
They were bad. Yeah, Alabama's bad. Georgia's not as good as they have been of late. It's been an odd SEC season to be sure. It makes you feel really good about the Buckeyes. Late in the season with their only loss being a heartbreaker with a 1 point loss to Oregon.
Jim. Well, usually that phrase is reserved for tight man-to-man coverage.
That's right. But you could apply it here. I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, he let's say he ironed him like you were pressing out your favorite comedian suit as he smashed him into the turf.
Oh no, we need a new saying.
Permanent press. Permanent press.
Permanent press. Nice.
Jim flexing my isms back in my face.
Put him through the wash cycle.
That's right. He sure did. He did that one. Here comes again. Now Nix will take off. 25 again, 30, and he'll wisely slide in front of Greg Newsome. Nix has been effective with his legs here in this one, but they are trailing now 24-10. If they're going to get back into it, they need a touchdown on this drive. Here's Nix now. He'll go over the middle, and he's got his tight end Troutman for a first down. Mahmoud with tackle number 5.
Now, how about the linebackers this season? They've actually been really steady. A lot better than a lot of people gave them credit for. They've been a good group.
Yeah, Hicks has been great. Obviously, JOK. And, Diabate's been solid as well. Even this Winston Reed kid's gotten some snaps, and he's been pretty solid.
Yep, Reed's been looking good.
Undrafted rookie free agent, yeah.
Bush has looked good in spots also, so some really good room there at the linebacker position this year.
Yeah, you just hope that JOK can recover. Right now it sounds like it's an if and not a when, as they determine whether or not he's got football left in his career.
Yep.
So you certainly hope and pray for the young man. All right, Legacy's gonna call it now. Browns are still tweaking a little bit from 88 and 80 or 86 and 87 from 2 late game comebacks. But Bo Nix is not John Elway. 24-10 here. Nix now back to pass. They're setting up their screen, which can work, of course, because I am not controlling their team, and Williams will run for about 11, pick up a first down. Trips to the left side now.
The curse of the home-controlled screen.
It doesn't happen in college football, though, so I hope they steal that game. It's like, hey, we can just take your game and just put NFL jerseys on it. Because they at least tried to fix some things. Although there have been, I haven't played with it yet, but they're starting to come out with some Madden 25 mods for Sims, so I gotta figure out how to do all that, but could happen.
Yeah.
Bo Nix is not John Elway, but he is Bo Nix. Yes, that is true. He's driving well, but they're just taking too much time right now, I think. Hey, Wendell, welcome in.
Bo Nix the fix. All right.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. Resident Bronco fan. 5:21 and counting. He's waiting until 8 seconds left to snap this football. How about Matt Eberflus getting axed today? I don't know if anybody saw that game.
Yeah,
just absolute malfeasance at the end of the game. And apparently people are like, he does that all the time. Like, he's horrible at clock management. I'm like, how do these guys have these jobs and don't just have like a dude in the press box who's like a clock management wizard and just says like, if this gets to 10 seconds, you call timeout, coach. We're at 11. We're at 10. Call it, coach. Like,
yeah.
I just do not understand it, but he totally botched any chance that they had to actually tie or win that game. You were in field goal range, too. Nix takes off, and he's into the end zone. They got the first one, down 14, and with 4:34, Bo Nix, the fix, scrambles into the end zone. And they're going to go for 2. Wow. Okay. Aggressive here from Sean Payton.
Yeah, well, that doesn't sound unusual for Sean Payton.
Williams, and he's into the end zone out of the shotgun, and now they just trail by 6. 12 plays, 73 yards, but it took 5:50 to do it, and they've only got 4:34, and they're not going to go onside here. They have 3 timeouts left. Can the Browns execute the 4-minute drive to salt this game away? Oh, Tony breaks off a tackle, and they'll start at their own 29.
Well, clearly, Denver relying on their defense like what their defense gives to them here. The Browns have had some success, though, so all they need to do is put together a nice sustained drive, and they can put this one away.
Nick Chubb still in the zone, helpful for that. Can they put it away here? Win back-to-back. He'll try the left. Chubb breaking tackles. Past the 30, spinning his way to the 35. And that's where Jaquan McMillan will take him down on the defensive side of the ball. Second-year player out of East Carolina.
Good way to chew some of that clock right there. Hand it off to in the zone. Nick Chubb gets 6 after all the contact and a bunch of clock coming off.
3 tight ends in the game. They'll stretch it right. 40, 45. Nick Chubb stay in bounds. Nick stiff arm at the 50, and he will stay in bounds at the 46. Nicholas Jamal Chubb.
Yeah, smart football there from 2-4. Knows he needs to stay in bounds. Takes the contact. Keeps his body in bounds. Keeps the clock running. Exactly what you want to see.
3:15, 3:13, 3:12. Here's the fake on the jet sweep. Chubb, a little hezzy in the hole. Right side, broken tackle again. He'll pick up 6. This is on the PC, Wendell, where every time we sim Browns, it's on the gaming PC, gifted by one of our earliest subscribers, Kai Megas. Trips to the left side. Take this thing all the way down to 2. Nick Chubb again. This time he's strung out, nowhere to go. Now a big 3rd down. It looks like we're going to wait to do it at the 2-minute warning.
Interesting choice for what you do here. You obviously can air it out, try to get yourself a stick route, get yourself past the line to gain. Obviously want the first down here, although you could be thinking 4-down territory, potentially. Does look like they're going to air it out to try to get this, although they do hand it off.
Oh, they're going to try a little draw, and it doesn't work, and now the Broncos will call timeout. Oof, from the 38, and they're going to punt. Interesting. Okay.
I don't know if I like that.
Legacy was confident that they're going to get it, and Bajorquez drills it out of the back of the end zone. Also unlikely.
Yeah, he just aimed for the wrong pylon. If he had the upper pylon, that would have been a better punt. But unfortunately, the back corner pylon, not helpful.
Legacy's getting pretty pumped here. All right, 151, 6-point deficit. They got to score a touchdown. He'll go long, left side. Caught for 8 and thrown out of bounds is Adam Troutman. They do have 2 timeouts. Troutman a little slow to get up. Looks like he'll be okay because I have injuries turned off. Here comes Nix. Browns continuing to rush 4. Quick little throw. Again, Troutman hit hard there. Denzel knocked him down. Are they going to go hurry? There's Troutman signaling first down. They are going to hurry. No huddle. 7 seconds taken off the clock. 125 and counting now. Nix. Left side throw, and it's tipped away and almost fell into the lap of Troutman. MJ Emerson knocked it up in the air.
That should have been a pick. That would have been a 6 in ball game right then. But unfortunately unable to handle it is MJ Emerson, and Troutman also unable to handle it, which was fortunate for the Browns.
Little drag across the middle coming to, but they're going to keep him in bounds. And that's a catch there for Marvin Mims, but they're inside Browns territory, and they take timeout. Take their first timeout. 1:15 now. Quick little throw to right side. Tong by Troutman. He stays in bounds. Is he in bounds? He is in bounds. They're going to run clock. Wow.
Actually, that was their second. They've got 1 left.
Tipped over the middle and incomplete now. 54 seconds. Hicks got it on there. Remember, they have to get into the end zone, but with that 2-point conversion on the last one, the extra point could put them in a position to win. They trailed by 14 with about 9 minutes to go in the game. Knocked away! Jordan Hicks. Wow.
What a play there from Hicks. Just great position, able to make a play on the ball. Nice play from 58.
4th and 10. Here we go. Nix alone in the backfield. How about 4 receivers to the top of the screen? Back to pass. Nix with good time. Now it breaks down. Now he's in trouble. Okoronkwo! He calls game, set, and match. And he sheaths his sword and waves to the fans. Good night, Irene. Browns are going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, beautiful effort there, just working his way around Williams, just refusing to give up on that pass rush. Just kind of got skinny behind Williams as Bo Nix was working out behind him, and Obo Okoronkwo gets it done, puts this one away. Browns are going to win it.
Yes, they are. Victory formation, and it feels extra sweet here. Another win in prime time. Broncos will call the timeout for unknown reasons. They'll have to snap it 2 more times unless he waits 4 seconds to snap. Appreciate everybody being on. Thanks again to all of our subscribers. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, we would very much appreciate that. Kit and I would very much. All right, Browns 24, Broncos 18, 0's on the clock. Ball game. Kit, wrap it up for us.
Yeah, this one was fun. We certainly had an opportunity to see some good football here from both sides. A little bit of an advantage going to the Browns early, able to sustain that lead and keep the Broncos in check for the most part. Although the Broncos, played their part and came back to make it a ball game by the end. But Browns do manage that critical last stop with Obo Okoronkwo sack to finish the game. And certainly an exciting one here. It was kind of a quiet game for Jerry Jeudy. He really didn't do a lot.
That's true.
But that's one of the ones we expect to see more of a game out of. But he really didn't have a lot of presence here. But let's talk about Nicholas Jamal Chubb, because he was a massive part of this game. He was everywhere in that game, and that was very much a presence, making himself known there in this football game. Let's
look at some stats here. Bo Nix, 20 of 32 for 180 yards, 62%. Just 1 touchdown today, no interceptions. Javonte Williams, 14 for 60. Bo Nix himself, 5 for 58. He had the rushing touchdown as well. Troutman, 7 for 51. 4 for 21 for Franklin. Javonte Williams, 3 for 24, including the touchdown. 2 for Mims, 2 for Kroll, 2 for Cortland Sutton. So Denzel Ward locked him down pretty good. 11 tackles for Pat. Whoops, that's the wrong button. 12 for Justin Stranad. It's too many consonants in a row. 11 for Pat Surtain. That's his name, though. 10 for Barton. 8 for Riley Moss, who may or may not play. But if they're questionable, they play. 2.5 sacks today for Nick Benito. 1 for Zach Allen and a half for DJ Jones. And no turnovers again. We've had a couple of games with no turnovers for either team. For the Browns, 22 of 28, 218. That's 78%. 2 touchdowns today for Jameis. We got good Jameis today. Almost tried to throw a couple picks, but they were not caught. How about Nick Chubb today? Kit just mentioned it. 22 for $150, including 61 yards after contact and 10 broken tackles today. Winston, 6 for 16. He's the one who actually got into the end zone. A couple of jet sweeps for Elijah Moore and 1 carry for Jerome Ford, but this one was about 24 for sure. 9 for 95 for the Chief, just 4 for 60 and a touchdown for Jerry Jeudy. It's a pretty solid game, actually. 4 for 24, right, 3 for 31, 1 for Akins, 1 6-yard touchdown catch for Nick Chubb early in this game, if you remember. Leading tackler for the Browns, Mahmoud Diabate, 7 for Delpit, and then 6 for Denzel Ward. Sacks today, 1 for Miles. It was a memorable one. 1 for Obo Okoronkwo. It was also a memorable one as it ended the game. And no turnovers either way. All right, guys. We really appreciate it. This one was lots of fun. And Kit and I are very appreciative of the subscriptions and everybody being a part of the channel. So if you want to take your Nagy Nation fandom to the next level, again, you remember you can always join us on our Discord channel. Discord's free and easy to use, and an opportunity to chat with us between sims. We chat about other things too, like the Cavs, Guardians when they're in season, Ohio State certainly, but also chat during Browns games live if you'd like to join us for that, and you can find out in advance of when our further sims are coming up. So, Kit, anything else to wrap this one up?
No, that one certainly was fun. My apologies to Jerry, a little more involved than I remembered him being, but
that's all right.
Certainly a fun game anyway.
He forgives you. All right, guys, have a great night. Take care of yourselves. Again, happy Thanksgiving. I mean, Kit and I are both very grateful for all of us here at Nagy Nation. So, thanks for being awesome, and enjoy the weekend. Go Bucks tomorrow. And today we'll get out of here as we always do by saying, Go